Hello, you beautiful lot. And we have another walkthrough to add to the playlist. Whoopsie daisy. Oops. It's the Fairy Tarot Cards by Radley Valentine. I absolutely love me a bit of that Radley Valentine. I do. When I done my training course with Hay House, he was one of the readers that I resonated with. It was the longest course ever. The longest course ever. And the thing is, I already knew how to read the tarot cards before I done the course. But, you know, you just need to get a breadth of knowledge, don't you, to read tarot. That's what I think. And I think you continue to learn every day. I learn from people that I've taught how to do tarot, and I learn from other tarot readers. So anyway, Hay House do a course where I don't know, I think there's about 8 different tarot readers: Colette Baron Reed, Kyle Gray, Radley Valentine, Sandra Ann Taylor, Rebecca Campbell. Oh, I probably missed some out, I can't think. But, you know, the big ones, the big readers. Denise Lynn. So I learned off all of them. And like I say, it was the longest course ever, very in-depth. Some I resonated with, a couple I didn't. And I won't say who I didn't, because that wouldn't be fair, but we don't have to resonate with everybody. Anyway, Radley Valentine was one that I did, and I do love his cards. Now, these are good for people that are new to reading, I would say, because you've got little explanations on each card. It's not just an illustrated picture. By the way, the illustrator is Howard David Johnson, and the illustrations that I saw, because you can see I've just opened it, did look lovely in the book. Now this looks like the tour, which I'm going to next week on holiday. That looks like the tour. I'm definitely doing it this time. So this is based on the Rider-Waite deck, normal deck of tarot, but Radley Valentine does change names of cards sometimes, and also he does also change 8 and 11's position in some decks. So it'll be interesting to see if strength is the number 8 or justice is the number 8 in this one. So we're just going to flick through. I'm not going to give any explanations. You can pause and look at the ones that you want to. Oh, already I'm not happy with the material. It sticks. And I do wish these creators didn't make these cards with this material. It drives me insane. But you can hear them stuck together. Like you need talcum powder in between each of them. But this is the Fairy Tarot. But look, you can see they're like clumped into groups. And they're all stuck together because of this rubbish material. Sorry, Hay House, but come on now. I know you're into mass production. Well, let's make them with some better material, will we? Can we? But they are absolutely stunning. Look at them dragonflies. Love dragonflies. Oh, Justice is number 8. So he has swapped them. Although he hasn't. This is the original position, which he explains in the course that I done. So the original position was Justice in number 8 and Strength was in number 11. But when Rider-Waite Smith brought out the tarot, so Radiant Rider-Waite, it was Mr. Waite that changed them. And Radley Valentine has changed them back. So you can see Strength is number 11, which is usually number 8 in most decks. I don't know why it was changed by Mr. Waite from Rider-Waite, and I don't know why Radley put them back again. But that is the story. That is the story. I like that one with the yin-yang. That Awakening card is nice. So the Awakening is the Hanged Man in Radley's deck. Has he changed the name in the other ones? I didn't see. I wasn't looking. Release is Death. Balance is Temperance. It's a bit graphic, isn't it? Very graphic. Look at these all stuck together. So annoying. We've got Ego with the Devil. Life Experience is the Tower. The Star. Love the sun. We all love the sun. Renewal is judgment. The world. And then you've got the Ace of Spring. Time to take action. So this is the Wands suit. If it's the action, it's the Wands. So we'll flick through these very quickly. If I can get them unstuck. And they really do have a beautiful feeling to them as well. This does feel very fiery. It does feel very fiery. I don't know if it's the border around the cards, but it does feel very fiery. There we go, another load stuck together. I do wish they wouldn't do this. But I think that's mass production, isn't it? But, you know, think about the consumer and what they're using them for. You know, we want to be able to shuffle them properly. Right, summer. That's got to be cups, hasn't it? Got to be cups. The love, romance, emotions. Definitely cups. So I didn't read the book, did I? I didn't even show you the book, did I? Oh, they're all stuck together. I will link them in the comments. You can obviously buy them through Hay House. So I do have an account with Hay House. And you can obviously buy them through Amazon as well. I'm sure they'll be on Amazon. I will link them in the description. But they're a nice deck if you don't read tarot yourself and you want to sort of pull yourself a card. They do have meanings on the bottom. However, the reason I'm not, you know, I do use these in readings, but I don't always stick to these meanings because it depends the context of the reading, doesn't it? Depends what the reading is about. It depends what is laid around next to the card because it can slightly change the meaning of the card. So the cards don't just have one meaning. They have many meanings in many different contexts. So whenever I teach, I can teach anybody the meanings of the cards. Anybody. In one day, I can teach you the meanings of all the cards and you will go away and have your own keywords to remember each card and what they do or what it means, yeah? But when you go away, I then say to you, this is where you really start to learn because this is where you need to watch other readers, see how they interpret the cards, think of different scenarios, lay the cards out, read the cards in context to the scenario that you're thinking about because meanings will change, explanations will change. Read with the cards all around it. Meanings will change. So as much as I can teach you the meanings of the cards, you need to read them. You need to see them. Yeah, you need to experience them, practice them. And that's what it is. And this is every single day. You need to pick your cards up, look at them, read them in a different context. To the point when you go outside and you look up into the sky and you look at the clouds and you think, wow, that's a 5 of Swords type of day. That's how much they consume your life. Ringing in my left ear now, Spirit agrees. Thank you. Right, Ace of Winter. So they've got to be swords. They have to be swords. Got to be swords. 2 of Winter. 3 of Winter. Definitely swords. Definitely swords. So I know it's definitely swords because of the explanations on the cards. But you just get a feel of it. You know this is swords. So we know that the last one is going to be pentacles, don't we? Look at these all stuck together. I mean, they do unstick very easily, but it's going to take ages to get these to shuffle properly. And if you follow me, you'll know how many decks I have. And, you know, nothing gets repeated much on my channel. I have so many decks and so many playlists and so many different readings. Nothing, you know, I just don't repeat. I get too bored. ADHD. I have to be different all the time. That's nice. Got a lovely feel to it. Winter is my favourite season because I was born in winter. I'm a December baby. I am a Capricorn. Yes, I am that devil. I am that devil. And if you want to see my devil side, go across to my TikTok account. YouTube is my light side and TikTok is my darker side. So go across to my TikTok account if you want to see the darker devil in me. And the last one we have here is autumn. And autumn is a beautiful season as well, though, isn't it? I love it. Just got to bend these up a bit. That's so annoying. So the Ace of Autumn. So this is your Pentacles suit. And if we do a reading with a lot of Pentacles, we're very happy with that, aren't we? Because that's a lot of money coming in, a lot of energy, a lot of abundance. Just beautiful. So yeah, we do like a lot of Pentacles in a reading, don't we? Especially if the reading's about money or career. Pentacles and Wands if it's career. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? But, you know, this is a lovely deck once you get it all bent up and unstuck. So annoying. You know, do better. They really need to do better on that front. Anybody agree with me? Any tarot readers watching this, do you agree that sometimes the material a card and you think, you didn't think about that, did you? You didn't try out your product. Any tips on how to break them in easier, quicker? Just a beautiful deck though. I mean, lovely cards. And good if you don't know how to read the cards, but don't just take that explanation. The explanation that's written on here, don't just take that as gospel. How do you feel about the card? What is your question? How does it relate to your question? Yeah. Always think on those. Look at the positive side of the card. Look at the negative side of the card. Which way resonates with you more? And then go with what you're feeling. Yeah. Go with what you're feeling. So that is Radley Valentine's Fairy Tarot cards, which was illustrated by Howard David Johnson. Comes with a book, has pictures in the book, which is lovely. Wish they were in colour. You know, it wouldn't have cost that much more, really, would it? Such a beautiful book as well. And yeah, I think I've got this deck. I've got this deck. I've got this deck. I've got this deck. I don't think I've got that one. Don't think I've got that one. I've got a ridiculous amount of decks. Ridiculous. They show you some spreads in here. Classic Celtic cross. 3-card spread. Tells you all the meanings. Goes into extra explanation. You could always teach yourself to read from these books, but never just go from one person to learn to read with. You know, I would always recommend learning face to face if you can, and have someone that you can call on and ask and be there on the end of a phone to, and you know, don't just stop once it's taught. Do you know what I mean? And keep practicing, keep watching other people. I watch other people all the time. I watch people who I've taught and they're amazing. So Shelley from Soulful Tarot, absolutely amazing. I watch Tarot Minnow Pond or Minnow Tarot Pond. I can't think one of the names. I watch him. I think he's amazing. Chris from that. I watch Kyle of Cups. I watch Tuki. Who else do I watch? Someone that, I mean, please feel free to mention yourself so I can come and watch yours as well, because I just, you know, it's nice to get other explanations from other tarot readers and other fields. And I mean, you know, we can all learn off each other. So what I'm saying is you can learn and anyone can know the meanings of the cards, but it takes you and practice and perseverance and picking those cards up every day to see the cards, to feel the cards, and to really read the cards. Anyway, go get this deck. It's a good deck. Much love.